How's it going, guys? Max here. So, we have great leaks on the upcoming iPhone 13 or iPhone 12s. Let's get into it. So, firstly, yes, you heard me right. It's either going to be called iPhone 13 or iPhone 12s. But after I made some research, I actually found out that it's going to be called. Has a good chance of being called iPhone 12s because the number 13 is it has spooky meanings in many Western cultures, and this won't actually be the first time we see tech manufacturers do something like that. We saw Snapdragon with instead of 875 888 because 888 means something great in China, and we've also seen Apple do this in the past. They skipped iPhone 9 for a reason that I can't remember, and they went to iPhone X, which is iPhone 10. So they can pretty much skip iPhone 13 and make it iPhone 12s, then over to iPhone 14. And that's the naming part firstly. Then the major part that we're going to be seeing some major improvements is in the display. We're hearing that finally Apple is coming with a smaller notch. Thank God for that, because they have been using the same notch that they've been using for the past 2 or 3 years now, since the iPhone X. So getting good information that they're going to have a smaller notch, and under display fingerprint sensor, or for Apple Touch ID, which is actually great. Like one of the main features or one of the main complaints that Apple users kept on having during this lockdown was that they could not unlock their phone with their face masks on. That is, use Face ID with their face mask on, which was a problem. Though this new iOS 14.5 has solved that problem, kind of, not fully, because it's still not 100% secure, but still is there. So bringing back the Touch ID as an under display fingerprint sensor will be absolutely great. And as if that's just the last for the display, but there's still one more thing. We are hearing that the iPhone 12s Pro and 12s Pro Max, that is the major models, are going to come with an LTPO 120Hz display refresh rate. Yes, that's like from 10Hz to 120, or from 1Hz to 120, which is actually great. I mean, almost every phone in 2020 had 120 Hz, even budget phones, mid-rangers, up to flagships, and no iPhone has actually had it in years. So though we are actually receiving information that for the iPhone 12s, that's base model iPhone 12s and 12s mini, they will still have the regular 60 Hz display, but for the major flagship, okay, all of them are flagship, but for the major models, that is the 12s Pro Max and the 12s Pro, they're going to have the LTPO 120 Hz display, which is actually great. No information about the screen resolutions, if it's going to be Quad HD or a bit higher than Full HD like we see on most iPhones now. We don't know yet. So that's just that for now. If you're loving this video, a sub to the channel would be great. Then over to the cameras, the leaks suggest that it's still going to have the same triple rear camera setup. We don't have any specs for now. If it's going to see an improvement in megapixels, we don't know for now. But even nothing on the build quality, nothing on the pricing, if Apple will go high. But one thing that has actually been roaming around, like one rumor that is yet to be confirmed, is that it's going to be coming with no ports. Okay, on the iPhone 12 series, we actually saw Apple remove the charger and the headphones from the box, which many companies followed them. Many smartphone companies, Samsung and Xiaomi included, and people didn't really like the concept. Most people didn't really like the concept, especially people who maybe they're going for the flagship for the first time and they don't have the compatible charger for that phone. And we all know that the best charger for a phone is the charger that comes with the box. So yes, we are receiving information that there will be no ports on the next iPhone, and you will now be forced to buy the MagSafe wireless charger. Yes, that's what we're hearing. So that's actually all for now. Tell me what you think about any of these stuff I just said now in the comment section. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time.